Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris the High Guy Jacobs, and today we are going to talk a little bit about the drama unfolding between that Panda guy and Safeme. Now, if you don't know who Safeme is arguably one of the strongest players in the game, sitting at normally well over 1.2 billion might. Almost 2 billion kills. I believe he's spent upwards of almost $1 million on his account. So he is one of the people that that used to be idolized for a lot better reasons than he is today. See, as you can see by all the players who have currently placed troops around them with names referencing him, turns out Safeme is a bit of a racist. And unfortunately, we need to talk about this a little bit because, well, he's an important figure, or at least he was. There's a bit of drama unfolding between him and that Panda guy, who is the leader of, or the president of Region 1. And you also might know him for his other YouTube work. I will link his @ in the comments below, so you can take a look at his work as well. Plus, I suggest taking a look at over there specifically because he has the context. He's got the screen caps, the screenshots, and all that kind of stuff that proves exactly what we're talking about today. Now, this all started here originally over something which I have maybe a different opinion on. It's all based on this lady right here, Cassandra. She did what's called hero sniping. Now, if you don't know what hero sniping, it's typically what happens when you have larger whales, like an individual here at 500 million might, who spends a decent amount of money on the game. They jump to weaker regions, and they'll jump there just specifically to participate in the top commander event and steal the top rewards. And I say steal because they're not part of the region, so it's not something that was already, like, that the region had planned for, so it's kind of stealing, right? At least that's what the community says. So she came here uninvited to participate and steal the rewards. So she was given a debuff, the rebel debuff, for the duration of that time period. Now, that didn't sit well with Safeme because Cassandra is an R4 for Safeme in their alliance. And of course, they're buddy-buddy. So Safeme messages Panda and says, remove the debuff. Panda says, no, she's sniping. Safeme says, remove the debuff. Panda says, no. Safeme gets mad, and it progresses. Now, Safeme has moved his goons into the region and are starting to cause trouble. As you can see, they have forced Prim, or Prime, or whatever you want to call him, Prime World, to build out to address the issue. And originally, they had space over here. They had actually built a fort here that has been responded to. And right now, the whole community has responded by basically but like, I guess you could say excommunicating him. It turns out in region chat, he dropped the N-bomb with a hard R multiple times. He referenced all white people being slaves. He made several slave references and several racist references. So it was definitely not a great turn. Now, it turns out there's been other talk of him being fairly racist before, but now that there's evidence and proof, the community has asked for something to be done about it. And I can definitely support that. I think, truth be told, any racists should be removed from the game anyways. Though if there's one thing I can honestly say that this game has normally a decent amount of, especially in your own alliances, is a decent community. I mean, I've only started YouTube here a couple of months ago, but even in that time, I've had, I've been reached out to personally dozens of times just to say how helpful these videos have been, how, you know, how much of a change it's been for them, you know, even just a compliment to say that the video, you know, entertained them a little bit. Like, it's, I haven't seen very many trolls, so to have this type of now, don't get me wrong, hold on. I know you're going to be sitting there going, but wait a second, what about English chat? Yes, I will digress. There are certain aspects, okay, there are certain aspects that do obviously sit differently. But we're talking about someone talking in regional chat, in the regular part of game, and we're talking about a prominent figure. Like, this is arguably the strongest player, the highest might player in the entire game. And for him to have the freedom to drop the, you know, to be as racist as he is, saying the comments that he is and face no consequences to that, I think that will speak a lot more to IGG personally than anything else. Now, we can talk for lengths about whether I agree or not with Panda's original decision to debuff Cassandra, because, I mean, to me personally, I don't really have a huge issue with quote unquote sniping. I think it's part of the game. Unfortunately, it's a, you know, a normal part of the game. But in the same situation, I also don't, you know, I don't blame them for doing it. That's what the debuffs are for, right? She came in uninvited. You know, she wasn't there. You know, she wasn't asked to be there. She, you know, she screwed up people's plans, so she has to understand that she's going to piss people off. And if she can't get over that, and if Safeme can't get over that, then you see how they could both still be in the wrong here? So, like, I don't necessarily disagree with stream sniping, but in the same situation, I don't disagree with debuffing her. And, you know, so they're both kind of jerks, or not jerks, but they're both kind of, I guess, mistaken for that. The big issue here that we have to talk about and address, and I'm hoping that IGG will address, is the comments that Safeme has made in the game. The comments that he's made directly in regional chat with absolutely no care for consequences. That just can't be. IGG has to respond to this. I think personally they have to do something about this, whether that's, you know, provide him with a ban, provide him with a temporary ban him from the, ban him from chat, you know, whatever it is, there has to be some kind of consequences, because that type of communication and that type of leader to the community, pardon me, stooping to those levels just doesn't look good, even for the company itself. Right? But that's it, guys. That's all my that's my 2 cents. I'm not the kind of guy that wants to milk these types of situations. I'm gonna give you my comments on it, and like I said, if you'd like to talk to me about it, feel free to reach out. Again, I'm in region 474, Alliance GROP. If you want to come hang out with us, you want to come play with us, feel free. We've got a pretty open door policy. We enjoy meeting new people and playing with new people. We've had lots of scenarios where people have come played events with us and left, and come back and left. So, like, don't feel bad about that kind of stuff. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and if you like to talk about my opinions, feel free to reach out to me as well. Again, region 474, Alliance GROP. Look me up. But that being said, guys, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch my content. I've got another video coming out this afternoon for Pompeii. We're doing a casted Pompeii for the one that I'm participating in this afternoon. So if you'd like to watch that, watch out for 420 this afternoon. And then obviously the next drop, the next major drop is happening this coming Saturday at 420 in the morning. But that being said, thank you very much for your time. Love, peace, chicken grease, guys. And for everybody else, stay lifted.